Okay, let's continue. So, Jeffrey, tell me, what can you bring to this position?
What can I bring to this position? Firefighter?
Yeah.
I can bring, like I said, a little bit of experience as far as flight paramedic. I could also bring life experience and with having to deal with the responsibility. And I want to work in a progressive environment, so I want to work towards something. So I'm very motivated to do the best I can with what I have, and hopefully that could work well in this environment and impact those around me.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right, next question. What does leading by example mean to you?
Leading by example means you have to practice what you preach. For example, as a personal trainer, I've been in the fitness industry for the last 10 years, and I can tell people left and right what to eat, what to do. But if I don't look the part and I don't practice that, then it doesn't mean anything to anybody. So if I'm looking to put across a message or impact somebody's life, they have to see me do it firsthand. Just like raising children. I can't tell my kids to do something a certain way if I'm doing it the opposite, because they'll call me out on it.
Correct. Like maybe perhaps riding a bicycle without a helmet when you're telling them to ride a bicycle with a helmet.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Excellent. All right. Okay, next question, Jeff. What would your current supervisor say about you if I had to call him today and talk to him?
My current supervisor would say that I am very helpful to him as far as experience with the fitness industry, because I do have 10 years of experience there. I am a leader amongst them, and many people go to me for advice when it comes to how to train certain populations or how to deal with situations. So they would say that I am an asset to the organization.
Very good. Excellent, thank you. So, Jeff, if you can, just tell me, what are your short and long-term goals?
Short-term goals, I would like to finish my emergency management degree, which I am registered to continue that in January. And professionally, I'd like to set a goal of within 2 years, I'd like to be a lieutenant with whatever department I'm on with. Mm-hmm. Further down the road, I'd like to move up to captain and hopefully chief. I'm the type of person that likes to continually move forward. I don't like to be stagnant in my knowledge. I consider myself a student of whatever I do.
Okay. So is that your short-term goals that you just listed, or your long-term goals?
Progressive. Those are my short-term goals, working through my career, starting with lieutenant and then working my way up the chain.
Okay. All right.
Does that answer your questions?
Well, I'm still a little confused between the short and the long-term goals. I don't see you separating them. They all seem kind of like short-term, long-term combined all into one. So if you could just elaborate more and be a little bit more specific as to what your short-term goals are and what your long-term goals are.
Okay. Immediately, short-term goals, I would like to finish my degree.
Okay.
Long-term, I would like to become lieutenant.
Okay, good. All right, excellent. All right, Jeff, tell us a little bit about yourself and how your education, your training, and your experience have qualified you for this position.
Okay. Starting with my training, going through paramedics and fire academy qualifies me at minimum standards for the position of firefighter paramedic. My experience as a flight medic, I believe, does give me a little bit of an advantage over those who are coming straight out of school, in reference to that I do have experience with patients and in an emergency setting.
Okay.
Life experience as a parent gives me the sense of responsibility that it would take to do this position. Especially if somebody, if I was to call 911, I'd want somebody who's competent, who has experience with children if there's anything wrong with my kids. I would want to have somebody who has that, as opposed to somebody who is freshly graduated and still living at home.
Okay. You done with the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Very good. Okay, next question. What's an important value to you, and give an example of how this value affects your life?
An important value to me would have to be being humble. For me, as I am part of my church. I volunteer there. I work there as part of the parking team there. And as through being Christian, I would consider myself a servant. And always keeping my mind open and trying to be as helpful as I possibly can. Admitting when I'm wrong. And that when I approach things in that manner with that in mind, I believe it helps with whatever direction I take or whatever organization I'm a part of.
Very good, thank you. Okay, Jeff, if you can give an example of your loyalty to your current position where you work right now.
I'm very loyal to both jobs that I have right now currently.
Okay.
I don't intend on stopping with them. The nice thing about being a personal trainer is it allows me flexibility with my schedule. So if I had to go on a rotating shift, it would not affect me in the sense of being able to do both jobs. And as a flight paramedic, that's an on-call basis. So if I'm not on shift, I can take that flight. If I am on shift, then obviously I wouldn't be able to. But I strive to represent whatever organization I'm part of in a professional and knowledgeable manner. And I believe that my place in an organization is something that has to be earned. And I do my best to stay as loyal to them and as helpful to them as I can.
Okay, thank you. All right, just got a couple more questions for you. The next one, Jeff, is describe in your own words the key values that you think this fire department is all about.
The key values of this fire department would have to be, I would assume that it would go to the key values of a firefighter, which would be honesty or integrity. Courage, and integrity and courage.
Okay, excellent. All right. All right, good. All right, next question. What are the 3 issues facing the fire service today?
I would say one of the issues facing the fire service today would have to be budget cuts, having to do with the economy and that effect on Hollywood in particular. I have heard that it has affected Hollywood. The other issue